How's it going, everyone? My name is Venture, and in today's video we do have the Onyx Cinder from the new Disney Plus series that's finally been released, The Skeleton Crew. This set was released on October the 1st of 2024 at an original retail price of $139.99 USD. Now, the Skeleton Crew series did finally release on December the 2nd, 2024. That means that this set released 123 days before the series even aired, or 4 months and 1 day. It is given set number 75374, is rated for ages 10 and up, and it comes with 1,325 pieces, which means that this is an 11-cent per piece set. Taking a look at the back of the box, we get to see a few play features as well as a larger image of the model. These images show the characters within the ship itself, as well as a storage place for their flashlights. Next up is a mechanism that shows you how the system for the engines works. And lastly, you have the cockpit as well as some stud shooters on the side. Opening up the box is quite an easy experience. Simply cut the 2 pieces of tape holding it closed to reveal the contents of your box. Inside of your box, you will find an unfortunately large sticker sheet. You have 13 numbered bags. And lastly, your instruction manual. And here we have the final product. It is quite a good looking model, but let's go ahead and talk about the minifigures first. This set comes with 5 unique minifigures, and now after watching the show, I actually know more about their personalities and their outfits. So let's dive in. First, let's start off with Wim. He's the first named character we really get to follow around, and I really like the way that they did this minifigure. Now, I love this torso print. I just love the fact that it looks like something a normal everyday kid would wear. It's just a jacket and a t-shirt, essentially. Now, they do give him a 2-way radio as well as a flashlight. Each one of the kid minifigures gets their own flashlight in this set. Now, they do give him a secondary face print. He also does have some minor back printing. Next up, we have Wim's best friend, Neil. Now, few people have been wondering if this character is the same species as Max Rebo, and we can confirm, thanks to Christopher Ford, the creator of this series, that he is not. Now, I love his little overall design on his torso, but the real highlight of this minifigure is his exclusive molded head. I think it looks absolutely fantastic, from the hair on the top of his head to the ears to the trunk. I think everything looks fantastic here. And the detail continues on the back of this character. He has some really nice back printing. Next up for our minifigures is the captain of the Onyx Cinder as of episode 2, Fern. Fern in the series is kind of a rebellious child, so she has like a racing / motorcycle-esque jacket that fits her character really well and looks like it translated really well in Lego form. They do also give her a secondary face print. She also does come with some nice back printing. Next up, we have KB, and I absolutely love her face design here. Initially, it kind of reminded me of Cyclops, but it looks a little bit different in the show. Her outfit feels very like mechanic, almost like an Imperial mechanic. Now, if you're curious what that bar is over her eyes, it is a cybernetic implant that does allow her to interface with technology. And she does actually have a secondary face print. She does have some minor back printing. And for our last minifigure, we have Jod, who is still kind of a mystery to us. He has had very little screen time. Later on, how accurate this minifigure actually is. I really like the trench coat look that goes from his torso down into his legs. I think it looks really nice. And of course, I do love that scarf piece. I think it's pretty cool. Now, they do give him a secondary face print as well as some minor back printing. Alright, now it's time to talk about the ship itself. And this thing is nice. So first, we're going to talk about the engine mechanic. Now, this knob I'm pointing to here on screen is actually how you operate the engine mechanic. Simply pushing that knob back and forth will actually rotate all 6 engines at once. Now, you can rotate those engines whichever way you want for your flight mode. This thing has a ton of swooshability and is very solid. It's not going to break on you if you grab it in the wrong place, but I find the best place to grab it is right here at the back. Once you do that, you can simply fly it around to your heart's content. Now, this set does have 6 stud launchers in sets of 2 that I think actually blend really well into the set. None of them feel out of place. They all feel like they belong on this set. Now the two on the top section here actually do both rotate 360 degrees, free spinning. Now this one here actually sometimes gets stuck a little bit though. Now on the top of the ship you do actually have a radar dish that can spin 360 degrees, and it does have a decent range of motion. There are also two clear dome turrets that aren't really functional aside from spinning. They do look good on the ship, but there's no function beyond spinning. Now this is probably my favorite decorative turret on the set, which isn't saying much, but I do think it looks really cool right underneath of that cockpit. Now on the back of the ship, there is actually a storage compartment with two containers. You can put whatever you want in these containers, but the set does actually put food in both of these containers, a carrot in one and a cookie in the other. Now there is a ramp on the underside of the front of the ship that provides no function whatsoever. Now you can actually open the cockpit to place a minifigure in there, and there is some detail inside. Now it's just a couple of stickers, but it does help breathe some life into it. Now in order to place a minifigure inside, you do actually have to have them laying down, which is a little unfortunate. Now directly underneath of the cockpit there is actually a latch, and this is functional. You take the flashlights from the kids and you simply place them in here for storage. It's a little storage compartment. If you're a person with smaller hands, this isn't going to be a problem for you. If you're a person with larger hands, I can definitely see you having issues placing these flashlights inside. Now, on the opposite side of where the cockpit is, there is actually two panels that you can lift up and reveal the interior. There are some seats. There are 4 of them total, and those ones in the back are a hassle to put minifigures in. I got incredibly frustrated just trying to place one of them in those back seats. You do have a nice little table in the center, and that's where some of those stickers went. And you do have a very nice little kitchenette area tucked in there as well. Now here is your super ideal way of displaying your minifigures for this set, just kind of having them be around the ramp. More realistically, this is what it looks like once you have all of your minifigures placed inside of that little common room area. Now, like I mentioned earlier, there are a lot of stickers within this set, and a lot of them are put to very good use, and the color matching is pretty good. Now, even these stickers for the cockpit, which typically dark gray on dark gray bricks, doesn't look very good, but I think it works for the cockpit area. Now we need to talk about the actual parts that should have been printed, like these control panels within the cockpit should have been printed. Same goes for this table piece here, should have been a printed piece. And lastly, the stickers that bug me the most are going to be these white on white stickers. They always look bad, and I know that LEGO can print on white pieces because they've done it before. This is an area where they need to do printed pieces for sure. There's one particular part usage that I do want to point out because I think it's incredibly clever. They used gray barrel pieces for structural support, and I think it looks absolutely incredible here. So this is probably more credit to whoever designed the ship for the show rather than LEGO, but I think LEGO did a phenomenal job pulling off the visual appeal of the engine section here. It looks really good, and I really like the choice of using orange for the thrust. This set, I believe, was released too early, and that might eventually, or probably already has, hurt the set in some regard. So I bought this set in August, and I built it in August live on YouTube. And I had no clue who the figures were, who the characters were, what they were supposed to look like, and I had no clue what the ship was supposed to look like either. Watching the show, granted I'm only 2 episodes in because that's all that has been released so far, I appreciate the minifigures and the ship a lot more because I have actually seen the show. And I'm sure other people feel the exact same way. Now, is this set worth 140 USD? Absolutely not. Sure, you get some great minifigures, and it is a phenomenal build that is fun to play with. But I absolutely cannot recommend $140 for this. There are better sets that you can buy in the meantime. And if you want this set, just wait till it goes on sale. It definitely will eventually. I give this set a 7 out of 10 just because I feel like it was hurt by its release date and the show's release date. The only other issue that holds this set back is the sticker issue. LEGO, please fix color matching or just print the pieces, please. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, or I hope you found this video helpful for your purchasing decisions. If you did enjoy this video or found it helpful for your purchasing decisions, please let me know by leaving a like. Let me know your thoughts on this set and more in the comments section down below. Have you watched the Skeleton Crew? Let me know. And if you're feeling ever so generous, please hit that subscribe button. It's a great and free way to support the channel, and it does mean the world to me. It really does help the channel. Thank you again so much for watching. Until next time, stay bricked up and enjoy what you love.